Hey, this is Mike. Thank you so much for choosing this video. Today I'm in Whiteville, North Carolina, visiting Van Underwood Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, and I'm checking out a 2019 Ram 3500 in the Laramie Longhorn trim level. Now this is a four-wheel drive truck, mega cab with the Cummins turbo diesel. So let's go ahead and check it out. The name of this color is Bright White Clear Coat, and believe it or not, this is going to be a work truck. Check it out. This is the nicest work truck I've ever seen with the Longhorn. You can see it has the 3500 heavy duty badging here on the side of the hood. And the Cummins badging, Longhorn. Looking pretty nice. So here in the front, check out this grille. Unbelievable. It really stands out. It gets your attention. Even has the active grille shutters behind these chrome shutters here. You have the big Ram badge with a little hidden camera under there. That's part of the camera system around the entire vehicle. I'll show you that when we get on the inside. Parking sensors here in the front. LED headlights, turn signals, everything here in the front as well. It's a bifunction LED projector tube system. Even the fog lights are LEDs and reflectors. You have the big tow hooks protruding here. So looking at the profile, it does have the tow mirrors that flip up, so you can see. Just go ahead and flip that up for you. Try to do it one-handed with the camera in my other hand, so you can see it flips up. Has an approach light there on the side, LED. Little triangle is your blind spot monitor system. Little chrome strip there on the handles, otherwise they're body colored. You can see mega cab, plenty of room there in the back as well as the front. And it has the Ram boxes. Look at that. That's just a massive truck. So there's a light under here, and then there's a little camera, another camera right in here. So that's part of the 360 camera system. It also has the deployable steps. So as I open up the door, they pop out. When you shut the door, they go back in. Takes a minute, but they'll go back up. And check out this key. It's a proximity key system, and man, is it nice. It has a Longhorn badging here, and it has like a gold on the sides. You'll see that same color in the inside the vehicle as well. It has the lock and unlock, remote start. It also has the ability to lower the tailgate. The key is designed where you can lock the door by pushing that button, unlock it by simply putting your hand behind the handle, and it'll sense your hand position, sense the key on the outside of the vehicle, and allow you access. So this is where it really gets fun. The inside of the vehicle. Check it out with that brown interior, and then you have that wood grain, and it has a little saw teeth pattern in it, as if it had a bent tooth on the sawmill while it's cutting it, and it actually feels the same way, exactly like like it's fresh off of a sawmill and it hasn't been planed or anything. So you have soft touch surfaces here, 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 and then you have your hard touch durable plastics there at the bottom. Then you have this little storage space here. This is open. It's where you can put something tall there, maybe a cell phone or whatever. You have a cup holders, bottle holders there. That's a foam material which you can remove. And you see it has a tweeter speaker here and a bigger speaker, and it has that gold trimming around the outside as well as the threshold here. Tools for your spare tire underneath the passenger seat. You have a power seat with power lumbar adjustments, so it goes up and down and everything. The seats are heated and ventilated, Napa leather seats, perforated there in the center portion. Then you have this like alligator looking skin here on the outside, and then smooth here. Nice heavy stitch in there on the center portion. Even has a leather care guide. And the Longhorn badging stitched in the back of the seat. Stunning truck. I'm just shocked at everything I'm seeing. Then you have a hand-stitched leather wrapping around the handles here. The dashboard is really high quality, soft to the touch as well. You have the stitching in a French design here. And check it out. Longhorn burned into the wood, it looks like. This is actually a storage compartment, felt lining. And has a little filigree right in here. Filigree here and here. Lockable glove compartment as well, felt lined. Storage pocket here on the side of the console. Here, we'll get more into that console soon. Check out the floor mats. They snap in place. They have filigree. They have the badging, and even have some simulated barbed wire there in the back. Really nice. And with the Mega Cab, you have this massive door here in the back, and it swings out quite wide, almost a 90-degree angle. It's even wider than the swing of the front door to my eyes. And the back door, same deal. They didn't skimp on anything. You have really nice finished inside door. Has all the same premium features and feel as the front. Even have this massive floor mat that snaps in place and goes all the way across and gives you coverage there in the center portion as well. Pockets on the back of the seats, little belt buckles here, but actually a little magnetic snap deal. But that doesn't open up. The actual handles here, I mean the pockets here, this is just for look, but it is pretty neat that it has this little snap to it, so in case you snag it on something, it's not gonna, like, you know, tear it or anything like that. Even have the Longhorn badging back here as well. You have armrests and cup holders. And you notice this cloth here on the side, so it's rubbing here on the side as you're opening and closing it. So this is a little bit more supple than the leather, so it helps, you know, kind of slide in and out. Back of the console has vents for your climate control. You have a place to put a tablet, cup holders there. You have USB charge ports as well as USB-Cs, and a 120 volt, 115 volt, 400 watt power supply back here, 3-prong. You have storage space underneath the seat when the seats are in this position, but you can lower them down. So you can pull this like so, and it lowers the seat down, and you can see it's kind of sandwiches down and allows you to give more room, and this makes it a flat surface. And then you have storage space behind this, behind each seat. There's a storage space here, so you can fold down one seat or the other, because it's a 60-40 split, to add to your cargo space while still maintaining passenger space. But you can fold them both down like so, and you have this big flat surface. So if you want to keep something out of the weather, put a big box or whatever back here, you can do that. This is really handy. Lots of room. There's even tie downs and bag holders, stuff like that. This lifts up on this side. This is where there's less room back here on this particular side for cargo, but that little pocket on the other side has more cargo. And then you have some hangers here across the back. Now let's say you want to keep this cargo space underneath the seat, but you want to fold the seat down. You can still do that. You can fold it down like so. Now it doesn't sandwich the seat down, so that way it doesn't squish whatever you have underneath the seat, and you still have a flat floor here, and you can do this on both sides or one side, whichever you need. You can also access the back a little bit from here, and also it's not flat, so whatever you put back here has a little compartment space for it. Fuel doors here on the driver's side. It also has a place where you can fill up your DEF fluid right here. Now, ram boxes. These, if you're not familiar with these, are awesome. It's a sealed up storage compartment, basically, that you can put your tools or whatever in. And there's one on each side. So you have one on that side, one on this side. They're lockable, and they also lock with the key. So when you lock the vehicle, it locks the tailgate, the ram boxes, all the doors and everything. You even have this one has the power supply here. So 400 watt max, but it does give you the ability to charge stuff or whatever. It's not going to run real powerful tools or anything. Now there's also drains in the bottom as well. So in case you want to fill this up with ice, or if it gets wet in here, then it will, you know, you can drain it. It even has a light in here as well. Okay, so the backup camera here is in the very center position, and that is really handy for backing up trailers. So you have the trailer hitch here in the center, your 4- and 7-way outlets, you can see they're here above the bumpers, so that way keep the debris and stuff out of your outlets. Parking sensors across the back as well as the front. Check it out, man, check it out. LED taillights as well. And then you have the LED cargo lights in the back of the bed there. See this little piece sticking down right here? Check it out. That is a little step. So I push it down, pull it out. Like so. So now we can step up, access the bed of the vehicle. So you can see it has the cleat system, cargo management system here. Also this divider, which is lockable. You can place that anywhere in these grooves here. You can see that it has the bed lights as well. But yeah, that divider, you can put it anywhere. You can also use it as a bed extender as well. It goes over the tailgate. So that way you can access the bed. You just push it in like so, and it's completely out of the way. All right, so let's lower the tailgate. It does have a soft landing. This one has a spray-in bed liner. Really like the cargo lights. You should check out my night video on the 1500. It's very similar as far as the lighting as this vehicle. This one has the LEDs there and here. And then you have the fixed cargo tie downs there on each corner as well. They're in the front, in here in the back. When you push it, since this is a diesel, it may take a minute for actually to start up, but it will start up, especially in cold weather. It's warm today, so it's not a big deal. But it does have to, you know, just kind of wait a second and then it'll start up for you. Here's the floorboard in front of the driver's seat. Now you can see the floor mat hooks in place. There's your accelerator and brake pedals. They are adjustable, so you have an adjustment right here to go in and out for your pedals. Foot actuated parking brake. And basically the whole floor, I guess, is a footrest. There's no specific footrest. Let's take a look under the hood. To open the hood, there's a latch right here in the center. Pretty much see it. Reach in, move it to the left and lift up, and it holds itself up. You just kind of, doesn't take much effort and it goes right on up. You can see the seal all the way across the outside of the hood, as well as there in the back. This helps with noise and also airflow, and there's some insulation under here as well. So it's a 6.7 liter Cummins turbo diesel. You can see it has 2 batteries and all that. Insulated firewall, and has appears to be a mechanical fan on the engine there. And it's paired to a 6-speed Aisin transmission. So this one has the heavy-duty Aisin transmission. And I'll put all the specs. There's so much stuff to go over as far as specifications, and I am limited on time, so I will have a link in the description listing out everything as much as possible that Ram actually has available for people to learn about all the specs on these trucks in general, but this one in specifically as well. The inside of the driver's side door is just like the other side, except for it has a few more buttons. So you have your door lock controls, power window. The front 2 are automatic, one touch. You can go up and down. It is an acoustic glass, laminated glass. You have your side mirrors adjusted here, and you push this button and you can power fold them in. Now you notice the side mirror has 2 portions, here and here. When you push this button, it gives you the ability to adjust the outer portion. And deselect that, now you can adjust the inner portion. Driver's side has a power seat, just like the passenger, up and down and all that stuff. Power lumbar adjustment. So both the driver and the passenger has about the same stuff on their seats there. So right in here you have your headlight controls, off, parking, headlights on, and automatic. And then you have your cargo lights and your fog lights controlled here. Dimmer switch for your interior gauges and your ambient lighting. Your pedal adjustments there, as well as a tilt steering column. And you see these buttons on the back of the steering wheel. I'll show you that when we get inside the vehicle. I really like the placement of the wood here as well. Okay, sitting in the driver's seat, checking it out. Unbelievable truck in every way. The seats are super comfortable. I have the seat all the way back, all the way down, and I have plenty of leg room here. I'd probably have to pull it up a little bit more. And of course I can adjust the pedals, I can adjust the steering wheel and all that. So it's a heated leather wrap steering wheel. You have some more wood. This isn't the grooved wood though, it's more smooth for your hand. And then you have the same thing up here. You can see the it looks like it's the grooved. It looks like it's the grooved, but you can't feel the grooves. Alright. So you can actually downshift and upshift using these buttons here. Cruise control, it does have the adaptive cruise control in which you can set the distance between you and the vehicle in front of you. Here on the left side, these buttons correspond with the screen between the gauges. We'll get to that in a second. You have voice recognition and your phone button to answer and hang up on calls here. And on the back of the steering wheel, remember those buttons I was talking about? They're on the right side as well. This is your volume for your radio. The center button is changed through your audio source. And on the left side here, you go up and down to change through your audio tracks or the radio stations. And the center button is for your presets on your radio only. Okay, so check it out. Look at this shifter. Stitched leather. Nice. Put it in reverse. But you notice the parking sensor pops up here, letting us know something's back there, and you can see a visual representation here as well as your camera system. We'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so looking at the gauges, check it out. Unbelievable. Really nice. They did a great job with the gauges. So your speedometer's there on the right side. On the left is your RPM, tachometer, and your DEF fluid. Physical gauges, but here in the center portion, which is all customizable, outside temperature, digital compass, voltage for your battery, and your oil pressure, you can adjust, you can change those. You can have different gauges there, because this is all part of one big screen right here. But there in the center, all we have to do is use these buttons. Remember these buttons? We can scroll down and we can get more information. Now the left and right buttons, so once we're down here, so like I say right now, we have the digital speedometer. So to the right and left, there's nothing other than kilometers per hour and miles per hour. But scrolling down, now we can scroll through. We have the tire pressure. We scroll to the right, temperatures, pressures, all kinds of detailed information about the vehicle just by scrolling to the right in this particular vehicle info screen. Scrolling down again, driver assist. So this is talking about your adaptive cruise control and the ability to use that, or whether it's on, or whatever the case may be with that. Fuel economy. So you actually have two basically resettable fuel economy gauges there, so you can keep track of that. Trip info, same thing with this. You have two of these, A and B. It gives you your distance, your average miles per gallon, and your time elapsed during that time period. Trailer tow, so this is your distance, pulling a trailer, that kind of thing. And then your trailer brake gain control as well. Whatever your radio is doing, scrolling down, stored messages will show there. Screen setup, you can go in here and adjust the things in the corner. And your commercial settings, I'm not familiar with that, and so we'll just leave it at that. I'll have a link in the description so you can check that out. Something that's not anything I've used. Okay, so here we're back to the digital speedometer here. I got a little filigree in here as well. Four-wheel drive controls are right in here. Four-wheel drive high, four-wheel drive low, and two-wheel drive. And then you can engage neutral. Storage compartment right up in here, and it has a 12-volt power supply, and you see it has a little key next to it. That turns on and off with the ignition. Four-way flashers. You can turn off your traction control in case you need to spin tires. Climate control is here on the edge, so you see your temperatures here and here, your front and rear defrosters. Fan speed you can put on automatic, and then you have air conditioner, recirculate the air. Volume for your radio, tune through the stations. But the screen is really easy to use. It's a 12-inch screen, it's really big, and you have these icons here across the bottom, so we can choose media, phone, climate control here on the screen. This is where you can go into your apps. And this is very similar to the other, this is where you can control your heated steering wheel, heated seats, ventilated seats. You can also look at a cargo camera, which is nice. See what's going on back there, that kind of stuff. The camera system is absolutely awesome. Surround camera here, let's go ahead and check that out so you can see around the vehicle. Now, I don't have my door shut, so let me go ahead and shut that. So you can see all the way around the vehicle. You can even see the lines are straight, and it basically takes a wide angle view and straightens it out for you. And you have different views, front and back, and your cargo. You can also look at the side of the vehicle, whichever one you want to look at. So yeah, the camera system is absolutely amazing. Then you have Travel Link here. You can get your fuel prices, find the nearest diesel gas station, and your navigation map is huge. Everything is just much bigger, easier to see, and everything here. You also have a mute and a screen off. If you just don't want the screen on, you can turn it off. You just tap the screen and turn it back on. So down here, trailer brake gain control. Alternate trailer height, so this can actually adjust the height of the vehicle. So right here it shows on the screen, lowering to support alternate trailer height, so you can adjust that in case you need to, depending on your trailer. You want to engage tow and haul when you actually have a trailer. This is your exhaust brake, so which you can engage, and your front parking sensors, rear parking sensors, and then you have a whole bunch of auxiliary switches here that you can connect for, say, clearance lights or whatever you happen to want to use those for. USB ports here, USB-C ports, auxiliary input, does have a CD player, a little place to put some stuff, and places for your cell phones to go. So the cell phone snaps in here, it has a place for wires to go out, and it keeps your phone secure, and it has a place for wires to wrap around and connect here, so they're not like hanging around. You can tuck them away on the side, especially if you're using the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto capabilities. Now this is a wireless charger here, so all you have to do is put your cell phone there, and it can charge your phone if it has that capability. This slides back and forth, so you can access this compartment here, and then you have another power supply down there. Another AC power supply. This does have a rubber floor, so you can clean it out, and it goes way down in there. Lots of room. And there's cup holders, more storage space, felt lined, place to put some coins as well. And it has that wood grain that you can feel it. You have a storage compartment here. This is kind of made for file folders or papers or whatever. Armrest is unbelievably soft and comfortable. It has the Longhorn badging here, and it's very large. And there's two portions. The upper portion is here, and you have the USB port, charge port. This is all felt lined. There's places for wires to go in and out of this compartment as well. And the bigger portion goes all the way down in here, and you have a little divider there as well that kind of pops up. So if you want to lift that up, you can put stuff in here. It keeps it from sliding forward while you're slamming on the brakes, that kind of thing. And this can doing this forward and back like so. You also have some useful measurements here on the underside, calculations. And like I mentioned, you have the cup holders here with a place to put a tablet there in the center portion, or whatever you want. Has auto dim rear view mirror, place to put some safety glasses or shade that's felt lined. You have tap lights. You can have all your interior lights on by pushing that button, or you can have them turned on with the door. You can also lower your tailgate back here. You can get roadside assistance or emergency help by pushing those buttons. This vehicle has its own cellular connection. Okay, so this is for your sunroof here and here, and this is for your power rear glass in the back. Visor has mirrors and lights, little clip. It also slides in and out. And on this side is your HomeLink garage door opener controls, and a little clip there as well. Pretty much same thing on the other side, except for the garage door opener controls. Okay, so looking at the sunroof, it's pretty standard size, but you can tilt it up. Go ahead and open it up. As far as it goes. And I like the fact that the shade covers 100% of the light. Alright, now looking at the visibility, while we're looking at the visibility, you can see there's headrests and stuff getting in the way. But of course with the camera system, all the sensors and everything, that helps out a lot. Let's go ahead and open up the power sliding glass. You can see what that does. It's pretty cool. You can also take those headrests out if you need to, if you don't have any rear passengers, or fold the seats down to help out with the visibility. Now if you're hanging clothes back there on those hangers I showed you, it will cover up the rear glass, so that's something to consider. All right, before we go, I know I'm kind of in a rush. I do have very limited time here. Check out the window sticker so you can see all the details. And I'll hopefully have a link to this, or at least copy this information and put it in the description. All right, there you have it. Thank you for watching. Thank you to Van Underwood Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram here in Whiteville, North Carolina. I don't work here, but I'll have a link in the description so you can contact them. They do custom jobs, they ship all over the place, and they're just a really good dealership to work with. So thanks for watching. See you next time.